Hello there people, this is Brucey B Cool or Nintendo Bruce, whatever floats your boat. Now, let's get on to Plugman. This is the third part to our guide. For me, this is probably the hardest level, or rather hardest level and Robot Master, especially with just the Mega Buster. But if you've got the dual satellite, what you'll find is you can usually just walk through each screen without having to reuse your weapon energy. Also, it's one of the few ways of destroying those electric spark things there. The Mega Buster won't dent it at all, so if you're after the World Warrior achievement, make sure you do that. Now, going through this level, you do have to watch your footing a lot of the time. You do have spikes, pits with enemies, so yeah, just take your time with your footing. Now here, as you can see, are those reappearing, disappearing blocks. Now, if you watch out here, don't jump straight up there, because as you saw, there's a block which will hinder you and make you fall into the spikes. Now up here's a bit of a bonus. If you do fall, then you can use the rush coil to get onto the lowest block there, or to retry the entire part again. But again, if you're after the Conservationist achievement, if you mess up, don't worry about it, it's no biggie. Now, it's gone dark, but that doesn't mean things have got any more difficult or easier, especially. It's just about having your footing again with these disappearing, reappearing blocks. Now, something I forgot to mention a little earlier, you saw a Megaman clone. Now, he'll only appear when you pass one of those static screens. He only takes 2 hits, but make sure you destroy him, otherwise, like the spiders from previous rounds, they become a bit of a pain. Just following you and trying to shake them off is a pain. Now, that is the only way to get up there with just the Mega Buster. You can use the rush coil just underneath the platform if you like, but again, with the Conservationist achievement you can't do that, so do refrain from using any weapon energy. Something I haven't mentioned yet is, as we go through all these levels, you don't actually have to use a single piece of weapon energy. Any of the 8 stages with the Robot Masters can be done with just the Mega Buster. It's just the Dr. Wily stages which can be a little bit of a pain, but we'll get onto that later. Now it's not really a case of watching your footing, just your timing and making sure you don't fall into the pit really. Here, just go to the left and wait for those extremely slow sparks. And we've got another crusher here we go. Again, I think I mentioned last time, they do deal quite a lot of damage, so if you can avoid them, or if you know you've got enough time to shoot them, then do it. Now, Plugman, what a pain in the backside. Let's go through this. His 3 main attacks, as you saw there, he'll either hop 3 times towards you, he'll either do a big jump while firing 1 spark at you, like that, or he will just fire 1 or 2 sparks when he's just standing on the ground in a fixed position. Now those sparks, as you can see, are a bit of a pain. Not only do you have to jump over them, but you've got to watch them as they come back around, and I'm getting my arse kicked here. I will more than likely die, but I'll see how long I can last. Other than that, the corners aren't so bad. As you can see, when Plugman does a big jump towards you, you can just... oh, whoops. Well, I said I'd die, but, you know, there you go. So, anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the corners. So you can stick around them, because as Plugman jumps towards you with his big jump, you can just sort of slide underneath him. When he lands, obviously pelt him a few times. But it is annoying, this little boss room. Sometimes, as you're gliding across, you don't get a chance to jump when you're traversing the middle area there with the points. Again, this isn't going as well as hoped. You know, I'm not going to lie, I'm not the best at gamers, but I like to think I could give a decent walkthrough. If Plugman stopped being a pain jumping everywhere, there we go. So yeah, here we are. It's all about keeping your cool here, as it were. As you can tell, I'm having a tough time playing while talking as well. Bugger. Alright, I'll get him this time. Do excuse me if I go a bit quiet. I do promise you though, from here on in, it gets easier. Up to the Dr. Wily castles. While I'm playing, as you can probably see, what I'm trying to do here in the corners is, as he fires a plug ball, is jump over, and as it comes back around I just move where I was originally. So it's just a bit of going back and forward. As you see here, this is the perfect example. And as you can see, next to no damage there, if any. And see, looks good, not even half energy lost there. So if it goes wrong for you, then it goes really wrong, but when it goes right, you think, that weren't so bad. And with this, we get the plug ball. One of... I don't like this weapon personally, but it is Tornado Man's weakness, and also it's the very, very, very final boss's weakness as well. Not that we're going to use that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in part 4. See you next time.